If you're a storyboard artist, you know the feeling, right? The endless hours, the constant revisions, that ticking clock. But what if there was a way to completely change that equation? What if you could amplify your creativity, get way faster, and not lose a single ounce of your artistic soul? Well, let's dive in and build a professional AI-powered storyboard workflow that does exactly that. And this, right here, is the absolute core of what we're talking about. This isn't some magic button that makes your skills obsolete. No way. This is about a powerful new tool, a system that when you use it the right way, it just makes you better. It lets you focus on the part that really matters, telling an incredible story. So here's the game plan. First, we're going to build the foundation, the core system. Then we'll see exactly how that system works, panel by panel. We'll even talk about how to present your AI-assisted work like a pro. And to wrap it all up, I'm going to give you a solid 30-day plan to make all of this a reality for you. All right, first things first, the core system. You know, the real secret to moving past just goofing around with AI and getting consistent professional results is all about building a structured pipeline. Honestly, this is what separates the hobbyists from the pros. Okay, so here's the pipeline from a 30,000-foot view. You've got project setup, sequence breakdown, panel generation, and finally sequence review. But here's the crazy part. The most important work, the thing that's going to save you literally dozens of hours, happens right there in step 1, way before you ever even think about generating an image. So let's zoom in on that setup phase. What are we actually doing? Well, you're creating a master style guide to lock in the visual look. You're building these master prompts for every character, sort of like their digital DNA, and then you're adding a whole library of expressions for them. You know, happy, furious, confused. You're doing the same for your key locations, and even building reusable templates for common shots. This setup is your project's command center. And this is exactly why all that prep work is a total game changer. Think about it. You invest just 2, maybe 4 hours building out these assets up front, and you can save 15 to 20 hours over the life of the project. That's an insane return on your time. It is without a doubt the secret weapon. Okay, so our system is built, the foundation is solid. But what does it actually look like day to day? Let's jump into the workflow in action and see how all these pieces come together to create a single storyboard panel super efficiently. So this is your daily loop. And notice, step 1, you're not writing prompts from a blank page. You assemble them from the library you already built. It's like building with Legos. Then you generate, you analyze the options, you tweak it, and you pick the best one. But then, look at step 5, manual refinement. That's where you, the artist, take over. And I mean, the results pretty much speak for themselves, don't they? A traditional panel could take you anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes. With this workflow, you're suddenly down to 15 to 25 minutes. How? Because you're basically using the AI generation as a really, really good underdrawing, and it means revisions are suddenly lightning fast. I cannot stress this enough. That final step is where the real art happens. The AI can get you, say, 80% of the way there, but it's your skill that pushes it to 100%. You're the one who fixes the wonky anatomy, you perfect that subtle expression, you add all the storytelling details that only a human artist truly understands. Okay, so you've done it. You've created these incredible storyboards, and you did it faster than ever. Now, how do you talk about them with a client or a director? Believe me, this is a super important piece of the puzzle that a lot of people just don't think about. Here's the bottom line. Never, ever apologize for your tools. You present those boards as your work because they are. You made the final choices. You did the refinements. You need to own those artistic decisions. Talk about the story, the characters, the emotion, not the software you used. And for goodness sake, never blame the AI for anything. You're the artist, the buck stops with you. This really says it all, doesn't it? You wouldn't draw something and then say, oh, sorry, that line is a little weird. My pencil decided to do that. Of course not. It's the exact same idea here. You are the artist. The AI is just a very, very smart pencil. Own the final work. All right, I know this might all sound like a huge mountain to climb, but you can absolutely get there. Let's just break it down into a simple, manageable 30-day plan that'll take you from a total beginner to being completely production ready. See, it's just a steady ramp up. Week 1 is all about getting your foundation right, setting up your tools, learning the prompt basics. Week 2, you start honing specific techniques, like getting consistent characters and camera angles. Week 3, you're actually boarding full scenes. And by week 4,
You're putting it all together and building out that library for a real production workflow.
So what does your new studio setup look like? Well, for the AI part, you're using something like Midjourney or Stable Diffusion. For all that crucial refinement work, it's your trusted software like Photoshop or Storyboard Pro. For organization, something simple like Notion or Google Drive works perfectly. And here's the one non-negotiable piece of gear, a drawing tablet. It's essential for adding that final artist's touch. And finally, I want to leave you with a key strategy for the long haul. Let's call it the 70-30 rule. Because AI is so fast, it can be easy to burn out or let your core skills get rusty. So to keep yourself sharp, spend about 70% of your time on this AI-assisted production work, but dedicate that other 30% to pure, non-AI skill building. Life drawing, studying film, you name it. It's how you keep your artistic core powerful. So there you have it, a complete system for bringing AI into your professional storyboarding world. Remember, this isn't about replacing you. It's about amplifying you. It makes you faster, way more efficient, and frees you up to focus on the real art of it all. Your toolkit just got a massive upgrade, so the only real question left is, what story are you going to tell first?